Justin Kush. I'm originally from Washington State. I just made the move out to Texas to work with Chris at Mobile Toys Incorporated. I've been in the industry for 15 years now. My installation specialty is fabrication. I really enjoy that side of it. I get to express my creativity through building and making every car unique to itself. My philosophy on that, and just in general itself, is make it perfect. I try my best to make every job as perfect as possible, starting from the very beginning of the install to the very end. My inspirations in my career field is Anthony Lyons out of AL Designs. He is the guy who basically took me under his wing and showed me the ropes as far as 12 volt and fabrication. And then moved on from there. He showed me Steve Brown from Alpine and all of his big demo rigs. I got to see one close and personal at Hot Import Nights out in Washington. And that dude's work is immaculate and really pushes the limits of what can be done. And then currently, my inspiration is Matt Schaefer. I discovered his work probably about 2 years ago, maybe 3, and kind of relit my passion for car audio again, and really saw what could be done in the customer aspect of car audio itself. Big crazy builds, lots of lighting. I feel like we have a similar style. Yeah, that guy's work is immaculate as well. So. How would my coworkers describe me? Fun, easygoing, hardworking, reliable, helpful, creative. How would my coworkers describe me? Let's find out. Hey, it's Mr. Chris Pay. How's it going?
What are you doing, dude?
We are finding out what you think about me.
What you think about you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Man, kind of put me on the spot.
That's kind of the point.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say right now, this is a hardworking man right here. Very creative. I don't know what else can be said. He's an awesome, honest dude that does his work, kicks ass, and does everything to the nth degree, and is very creative, and absolutely should be in the top 50.
Heard it here first. My biggest challenge that I've overcome the last year was uprooting my family of my wife and 2 kids and moving to Texas to further my career. And getting to work on higher end systems and bigger builds and work with the best talent in the country. I have my kids who basically have all of their friends, all of their family is in Washington right now. My wife has an identical twin sister, and trying to separate her from that is like trying to separate 2 ends of duct tape from each other. It's impossible, but somehow I did it. And then also dealing with the coronavirus issue has been a big challenge. Not in the fact that I've been, my family or me has gotten sick, but dealing with everything closing down and trying to keep my sanity while living in a place that's brand new to me. It's been pretty stressful as far as that goes. What I want customers to remember about my work is the way it made them feel the first time they got to see the finished product. That's my favorite part, is watching their reaction, the joy take over their emotions, pointing out the small details, the little things that I like to do, the subtleties. Why should I be part of the top 50? Because every day I push myself to be better than I was yesterday. I moved my entire family to Texas to work with a group of guys that are considered the best in the country. I spend every single second of my day trying to learn something new and make my job better or more beautiful or more creative or more unique than anybody else. And I have a lot of really talented guys that I work with that definitely push me to be better. How I influence the team and store culture. I have an artistic element that not a lot of people have. I have a degree in Associate of Applied Arts where I went to the Art Institute of Seattle and basically went for 3D animation. So taking that knowledge and applying it to the car audio field is pretty easy. I've learned Fusion 360 by myself and 3D model a lot of my designs before I even put them into the car. I could also take a lot of concepts that Chris wants me to draw and put a nice finishing touch on them. I like to try to focus on producing polished images so that way when the customer sees it, they get that wow factor of what their car could look like. All right, now it's time for the video walkthrough of my toolbox. Let me flip it. No, that one's not mine. It's this one over here. It's my Milwaukee. I got it a couple years ago. Got my pens and pencils and stuff like that. I've got my screwdrivers. I know my toolbox is not the most impressive thing, but I've got the tools to do my job, and that's all that matters. So anyways, Phillips on this side, flatheads on the other, a few pick tools, extra Phillips bits. This is usually my commonly most used tool drawer before I was doing a lot of fab work. Crimpers, cutters, flush cuts, strippers, more crimpers, things. Bunch of different wrenches, bunch of miscellaneous wrenches that have been lost over the years and found. Allen wrenches, my split looming tools. Got my curve finding tools. Contour tools is what they're called. Tape measures, angle finders, like this guy here. It's basically a ruler, but you can put bends in it and it'll hold its shape. So you can measure curves really easy or take the profile of something that's a little bit odd. Soldering irons, my blowtorch, my big soldering iron. I like this guy here, my wireless Aussie iron. Got some of my testing tools here, my snap-on version of the power probe. Love this dude. My multimeter, my digitals, my DD1 tone generator, all my miscellaneous USBs and stuff like that. Different testing cables that I've made over the years, and then I have my label maker itself. And then a whole stack of tuning software and CDs and stuff like that I've collected throughout the years as well. It's my sockets drawer. I got tired of buying whole sets and then not knowing what to do with them, so I just made individual numbers that I just basically stash my old stuff in. Works out pretty good. I have my panel popper drawer. These are my favorite. You can only find these online. Snap-on makes these for Boeing, and you can't buy them anywhere else other than on eBay. My cutters drawer. These are my upholstery scissors, my miscellaneous scissors that I use on whatever. Razor blades. And then my drill bit drawer. I got the Harbor Freight Special on the drill bits on these guys here. If you don't have a set of these, I highly recommend them via Matt Val. Maybe not this particular brand, but whatever.
Basically, they'll drill, thread, and countersink your holes all in one shot. I have my Forstner bits, and then these are my favorite drill bits that I've ever had. Super hard steel, so they can drill through just about anything. I haven't found anything that they haven't been able to drill through yet. Got my air tool drawer, my orbital sander. I actually have a big palm sander, which is currently in the wood shop. A couple grinding pads. This is one of my favorites. It's just basically a mini belt sander. Snap-on air saw, an upholstery stapler, sort of stapler itself, a couple air guns, and this is my power tool drawer. Got just a regular drill with a 1/2-inch chuck, impact, a reciprocating saw, and a right angle drill. And then I keep a few of my important liquids down here, some Mobile Solutions gel CA glue and some WD-40. And then I actually have a syringe that I use for using it on acrylic glue.
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the